It's raining. Hey everybody, welcome to the Lunar Lowdown with me, Sally Nerney. This is the lowdown for the full moon on Friday, February 10th, 2017. When I checked in with the star beings to find out what they wanted shared this moon, I was immediately struck with the struggle between the two. I felt Capricorn's extreme critic pushing into the moon. And I also felt the domestic primping of Cancer, making things comfortable, trying to soothe the nervous system and make things nice and beautiful. So I stepped in feeling a little concerned about the intensity of Capricorn's questioning of all this beautification and comfort, and the moon's tenderness to this criticism, really feeling it and taking it seriously, and thought, well, where are we going to go with this? But when I asked for their co-creative medicine, boom, really quickly, they were more than happy to share with one another and blend. So I'm tempted to believe that it's actually us in our own way this cycle, and that the star beings of Cancer and Capricorn are more than happy to weave with one another. So let's find out more about how we can get out of our own way. Blessedly, they kept it very simple, offering the word pulse and the word pace. We're being invited into what I would call a basic unit of meditation around the star beings, that of the lemniscate, the figure 8 pattern. This has a natural pulse to it, and we're not efforting or creating this. What we're doing is actually stepping forward and into that flow of energy that's already happening between Cancer and Capricorn at all times. And it's heightened now at the full moon with the bodies of Sun and Moon in front of these constellations, giving us more access to the sensation of that flow, stepping in. If this sigil, if this symbol is helpful to you to enter into that flow, then use it. But primarily, it's like standing amongst these great trees and tapping into the friends left and right, and just bathing in the stream of energy that flows between them, that mingles their gifts, balances their extremes, and benefits them both, and all beings who are in that field, which is you. Basically, for those among us who are more intuitively driven, more sensitively driven, Capricorn's energy offers us a structure and a plan and a map for what to be doing regardless of how we're feeling. For those among us who are more structurally inclined, naturally, Cancer is offering a touch into why are you doing any of this anyway? And if you don't have a good answer for that, find one and change your course. Because these two great beings of Cancer and Capricorn emphasize to me that there's a balance between working yourself to the bone and self-care. That there's a balance between self-indulgence and taking the steps that you need to get things done. Where are you on that spectrum? Knowing where you are can be almost a detail. Wherever we are, by sitting in the stream that naturally exists between these two beings and opening ourselves up to that, we are harmonized and fed exactly what we need to be in the balance necessary for our soul's path at this time on Earth. And back to getting into our own way. Through the anxiety, if I can call it that, created by the moon feeling so much pressure from Capricorn, the things that came up for me personally revealed what is in the way between me and that shiny vision given to me and to you at the new moon 2 weeks ago. We got to look at what we're capable of beyond our limitations. But now I got a good look at what the limitations are and my role in creating them. And so the medicine's right there in front of me in how to dismantle them. So I invite you into that as well, that there's an opportunity to just get a sweet look at what comes up. And when it comes up, don't be trapped by it. When it comes up, you're like, oh, that one. Take some notes and figure out and receive help if you need to, how to dismantle these blocks to the fulfillment, the manifestation of your greatest potential for the benefit of all of us. Do it. I would also add in that the shadow that arose for me felt scary inside, but when I spoke it out loud, it didn't sound that bad at all and not so hard to surmount. So I offer you that encouragement. And speaking of the whole realm, I definitely sat down and said, okay, we're really in some deep shit. What do you have to say about that, star beings? Their answer was that it is the task of the human being in this realm to learn and experience and move through the cycles of life and death, of destruction and regeneration, and that it serves the greater whole. Through Capricorn, we can actually step back into that perspective. Everything is unfolding just as it should. The mandala holds all points. They did admit, but they did agree that from up close, from the Cancer moon perspective, that just may not feel so hot right now. It just may not feel that good. On the heels of this, they advised us, don't isolate yourself. Work with others. That's why I'm out in this forest today, because all of these beings are connected underneath, intricately. They couldn't stand if they were not. And more, the sleepy and slow human being comes through science to discover that indeed there's massive communication going on underground, and that the roots of these trees are giving away sugars and nutrients to other trees that are struggling, and that there are all sorts of competing species underneath that are actually working together to create this luscious, moist, and fantastic place of diversity and beauty. So find accountability partners and friends with whom you can support each other through helping to stay on track through small stages of growth. Capricorn always wants it to go big, not enough, lift the bar higher and higher, never satisfied. That's just one piece of the puzzle. That's why we come into container with Cancer, with friends, and find support to celebrate the small stages that add up and will satisfy Capricorn. I sure hope. Okay, friends, I believe that's it for me in this enchanted forest. Please take time to commune between Cancer and Capricorn, these beloved star beings who care very deeply for you and for your evolution and for the evolution of humanity and this biosphere as a whole. Comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thanks so much for watching. Blessings to you. Bye.